Hello students, welcome to the biology class. In the previous video class we discussed about the polynucleotide chain, that is the structure of DNA. In that we discussed about three components of the nucleotide. First one nitrogen base pair, second one pentose sugar, then third component is phosphate. The phosphate group is very simple. It is a phosphoric acid H3PO4. The structure of phosphate group is like this. Now we will discuss about the structure of nucleotide. Firstly we discussed structure of means components of the nucleotide. Now we can discuss the structure of nucleotide. Okay, the nucleotide in the sense all the three components are present. Okay, here first component, that is the nitrogen base pair. Second one deoxyribose. Third one phosphate group. Okay. For the nucleotide formation, nucleotide means it have nitrogen base pair, deoxyribose and a phosphate group. Okay. Now we can discuss how the nucleotide is formed. Now I am going to draw the deoxyribose sugar diagram. This is what we discussed, OH group, here H, OH, H and H. This is the structure of deoxyribose. Okay. Then always, yesterday we named that carbon number 1, that is first prime, second prime, third prime, fourth and fifth carbon atoms. 5 carbon atoms are present. Okay. Always at the second carbon atom of the deoxyribose have the H group. Okay. Here I told that nucleotide is formed by the binding of nitrogen base pair, pentose sugar, that is a deoxyribose and phosphate group. Okay. The nitrogen base pair which is always bind with the first carbon atom of the deoxyribose. Okay. Always first carbon atom of the deoxyribose is going to bind with the nitrogen base. It may be adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, any of the one nitrogen base pair. Then the phosphate group, the structure where the attachment of the deoxyribose with nucleic acid by the bond, that is a glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond is present in between first carbon atom of the deoxyribose and the nitrogen base pair. Okay. Then here I will write first carbon atom of deoxyribose is binds with nitrogen base pair with glycosidic bond. Okay. Then the structure of aggregation of the deoxyribose and nitrogen base pair. The structure of, here I will write deoxyribose plus nitrogen base pair is known as nucleoside. Nucleoside. It's very simple, where the presence of deoxyribose is bind with the nitrogen base pair. It is an aggregation of deoxyribose and a nitrogen base pair. That structure is known as a nucleoside. Okay. You can say that nucleotide minus phosphate group. This is for shortcut. Don't use to write in exam. Nucleotide minus phosphate group is equal to nucleoside. Nucleoside. Okay, nucleotide means presence of 3 components of DNA. Nucleoside means presence of 2 components, that is a deoxyribose and a nitrogen base pair. Okay. Just remember the bond between first carbon atom of the deoxyribose with nitrogen base pair is glycosylic bond. Next we can discuss how the nucleotide is going to form. Again I am going to draw the deoxyribose diagram. It is pentose sugar. Here is already nitrogen base pair is present. Okay, with the glycosidic bond. Another side it is attached with the hydrogen. CH2OH. When the phosphate group going to bind with the deoxyribose. The phosphate group diagram is like this structure. Phosphate, phosphoric acid, CH3PO4. When it going to bind with the deoxyribose, there is a formation of water molecule. Okay. Then formation of ester bond. Okay, ester bond, that is a very significant bond in between phosphate group and a deoxyribose. Here the formation of ester bond, that is phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. It forms a structure like this: P double bond O, P OH, P OH, another side only O, C H H. This is structure of deoxyribose. Okay. Then again it binds with another C. This first carbon atom is attached with the nitrogen base pair. Here I will take adenine. Nitrogen base, for example, adenine. Okay. Here the bond which is present in between phosphate group and deoxyribose, this bond is known as phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. Okay. Here you can see the formation of water molecule and formation of phosphoester bond. Here the important thing, bond present in between first carbon atom of deoxyribose and nitrogen base is glycosidic bond. Okay, like that bond present in between fifth carbon atom and phosphate group is phosphoester bond. Okay, the structure of the aggregation of phosphate group, deoxyribose, that is a pentose sugar, and adenine, the structure is known as a nucleotide. Nucleoside means only presence of pentose sugar and nitrogen base. Nucleotide means presence of pentose sugar, nitrogen base pair and a phosphate group. Okay, I hope all of you getting this one. Next, if I told that if normally in the nucleotide nitrogen base is adenine. Okay, it is known as, okay, I will change here. If nucleoside, only we are talking about the, here I will mention nitrogen base and pentose sugar. That pentose sugar is deoxyribose. The nitrogen base is adenine. In the nucleoside, it is known as adenosine. The name changed from adenine to adenosine. If nitrogen base is guanine, nitrogen base, suppose it is guanine instead of adenine, the name for that nucleoside is guanosine. Same thing, the nitrogen base is cytosine, the nucleoside of the cytosine is cytidine. Okay, same, last nitrogen base pair is thymine. The name is called as thymidine. It's very simple. You have to remember here the presence of pentose sugar change the name of the nitrogen base pair. Okay, aggregation of nitrogen base pair with the pentose sugar with the glycosidic bond is known as a nucleoside. The name of the new adenine changed to adenosine, guanine to guanosine, cytosine to cytidine, thymidine to thymine, just a thymine to thymidine. Okay, you have to remember this one. Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymines are the nitrogen base pairs. Adenosine, guanosine, cytidine and thymidines are the nucleosides. Okay, suppose if nucleotide here nitrogen base plus pentose sugar plus phosphate group is present. Here in between the nitrogen base pair pentose sugar, glycosidic bond, in between the pentose sugar and the phosphate group, that is a phosphoester bond. Here I will write for adenosine, that is a nucleoside, adenosine is converts into adenylate acid. The guanosine is converts into guanalic acid. The cytidine converts into cytidalic acid. Like that, thymidine converts to thymidalic acid. This is the naming of nitrogen base pair, nucleoside and the nucleotide. Okay. Here the adenosine is also known as deoxyadenosine. Here I will write deoxyadenosine. Like that, for guanosine, deoxyguanosine. For cytidine, deoxycytidine. For thymidine, deoxythymidine are the naming of nucleosides. Here we discuss about the bond between the nucleotide and nucleoside. Just we discuss about one of the nucleotide. Now we can discuss about polypeptide chain. Polynucleotide chain. Or that is nothing but the DNA. Okay. Polynucleotide chain. Many nucleotides binds to form polynucleotide chain. Okay. Here we already discussed about that the phosphate group is attached with the 5th carbon atom of the pentose sugar. Nitrogen base pair is attached with the 1st carbon atom of the pentose sugar. Here I will take adenine. Okay. Then this is the phosphate group. This is the, here I will write the naming 5 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime and 5th. You just remember, always deoxyribose 5th carbon is going to attach with the phosphate with the phosphoester bond. Okay, like that, 1st carbon atom of the deoxyribose is going to bind with the nitrogen base pair with the glycosidic bond. Okay. This is a structure of one nucleotide. How the polynucleotide chain going to be formed? Okay. The second nucleotide phosphate is attached with the 3rd carbon atom of the deoxyribose, that is a pentose sugar. Here you know that structure of phosphate group, it's like this. Okay, this is a second carbon atom, second phosphate group of the second nucleotide. Here I will, one second. It is already binds with the 5th carbon atom of the second nucleotide. Here I will take nitrogen base pair has a thymine. Okay. The another OH group of phosphoric acid is free here in the 3rd carbon atom of deoxyribose of 1st nucleotide. This is the 1st nucleotide, this is 2nd nucleotide. Okay. Here the H group, there is a formation of another H2O. It forms the bond between third carbon atom of first nucleotide deoxyribose with the second phosphate group of second nucleotide. Okay. Here also we will write all these things. Again I will write this is the another phosphoester bond. Okay. Remember, in the first nucleotide also the phosphoester bond is present. For that nucleotide again another phosphoester bond. Here C5 with phosphate phosphoester, then C3 with phosphate of second nucleotide is phosphoester. Okay. For only one nucleotide you can see the two phosphoester bonds. We can commonly say that it is a phosphodiester bond. Okay. This is the bond which is present in the third carbon atom with the phosphate group of second nucleotide. Now we can see the polynucleotide. This is one nucleotide and this is a second nucleotide. Here phosphate group is always attached with the fifth carbon atom. Okay. This first carbon atom attached with the nitrogen base pair. Then again third carbon atom is going to attach with second phosphate group. Then first carbon atom with another nitrogen base pair. The structure is same as it is, continues like this. Just I will write P, C, H, H. Again it is going to be attached with, here you can see the nitrogen adenine, then P, C, H, H, this C attached with another deoxyribose. Here I will take T. Again third carbon atom is going to attach with third nucleotide. Here I will take G. Again this third carbon atom. This is the one polynucleotide chain. Okay, I told that DNA is double stranded. Okay, this is the one strand of DNA. Each strands attach with hydrogen bonds in between nitrogen base pairs. Okay, here this is one strand of DNA. You can see that fifth carbon atom of first nucleotide is always free. This is the starting point of the DNA. Then you can see the fifth carbon, sorry, 1, 2, 3. This is the end. The third carbon atom of last nucleotide is always end third is with the OH and 5' is with the initial. Okay, always 5' end have the phosphate group and 3' end is the OH group. Okay, now we can link the two polynucleotide chains. Here the adenine is always bind with the thymine with 2 hydrogen. These are the hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bond. Okay. This nitrogen also again pause. Again third carbon atom of the deoxyribose of first nucleotide is attached with again thymine binds with the adenine. Okay, then same thing, the guanine, the third carbon atom is free, is going to fuse with phosphate group. Guanine binds with the cytosine, cytosine binds with this phosphate group is like this. Okay, just remember, just understand, each polypeptide chain is going to bind with the another polypeptide chain with the hydrogen bonds. This is all about the structure of polynucleotide chain. Now we can discuss about a small history about the DNA structure. DNA is the acidic substance. I told that it is a nucleic acid, okay, which is present in the nucleus and it is acidic in nature. It is acidic substance present in nucleus, identified firstly by Friedrich Miescher. Friedrich Miescher in the year 1869. He is a scientist first identified the DNA. He was worked on the ultrastructure of nucleus. During that time he identified the something which is present in the nucleus which is very necessary for inheritance. Initially he called DNA as nuclein. DNA has nuclein. At that time it is a new study. In the year 1869, the biological field is not so advanced. Due to some technical limitations, he was not succeed in his isolation of DNA. He failed to isolate full DNA structure. That's why the structure of DNA is not discovered by the Friedrich Miescher. Okay. Later in the year 1953, James Watson and Francis Crick, these are the two scientists discovered the structure of DNA. Discovered structure of DNA, okay, based on or use the X-ray diffraction data. Okay, James Watson and Francis Crick discovered the DNA structure in the year 1953 based on X-ray diffraction data. Okay, this X-ray diffraction data is given by, it was X-ray, here I will write X-ray diffraction data was given by Mercy Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. He is a first lady who worked on DNA and used the X-ray diffraction data. Based on that, James Watson and Francis Crick discovered the structure of DNA has a 2 strands of polynucleotide chain. Okay, one of the hallmark of this proportion was base pairing between 2 strands of polynucleotide chain. Okay, next, based on the observation of structure of DNA of James Watson and Francis Crick, later another scientist as is Irwin Chargaff gives the base pairing rule that is also known as Chargaff rule for double strand polynucleotide chain. He observed the polynucleotide chain, double strand polynucleotide chain of the DNA and give the rule that is Chargaff rule. According to his rule, the ratio in between adenine and thymine and guanine and cytosine always equal. Okay, here we can write A plus T is equal to G plus C. Always adenine and thymine ratio is equal to guanine and thymine are constant or equal to 1. It's exactly like this. This is a Chargaff rule. The amount of adenine and thymine and guanine, ratio of adenine and thymine and guanine and cytosine are always constant or always 1. The base pairing confers a very unique property of the polynucleotide chain. It is one of the very unique property of polynucleotide chain. Here they are said to be complementary to each other. The base pairings or 2 strands, here I told 2 strands are complementary to each other. Okay. This is all about the polynucleotide chain and history of the scientists who discovered the DNA. In the next class, we will discuss about the silent features of double strand DNA, and lastly we discuss about packing of DNA. Okay, thank you.